This is why people betray you. Imagine for a moment that every betrayal you've experienced wasn't just a personal attack, but a mirror reflecting deeper truths about the human soul. What if I told you that understanding why people betray you could unlock the key to your own happiness, peace, and freedom? Today we're going to explore the hidden forces at play behind betrayal, not just in others, but within ourselves. By the end of this journey, you will see betrayal not as a wound, but as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Stay with me, because this could change the way you see the world forever. The shadow self, unseen forces behind betrayal. We all carry parts of ourselves that we don't want to acknowledge. The parts of our personality we feel ashamed of, our fears, our insecurities. These hidden aspects of ourselves are known as the shadow. It's not just a concept in psychology, it's a real powerful force within each of us. It is a collection of everything we try to hide or deny, the traits we feel are too uncomfortable to confront. Yet it is precisely because we repress these aspects that they often show up in unexpected and painful ways. Like betrayal. Imagine this. You trust someone deeply, believe in their loyalty, and invest your heart into a relationship, whether it's with a friend, partner, or colleague. But suddenly, you experience the gut-wrenching sting of betrayal. What you may not realize is that the person who betrayed you is not always acting from a place of malice. They are acting from a place of unresolved internal conflict. Their shadow, the parts of themselves they refuse to acknowledge, pushed them to act in ways that harmed you. This is the crux of the matter. Betrayal often doesn't come from a conscious desire to hurt another person. Instead, it stems from internal struggles that have not been dealt with. The shadow self is often the driving force behind these actions. When a person represses anger, jealousy, insecurity, or guilt, these emotions don't vanish, they fester and grow stronger. Eventually, these unresolved feelings find a way to express themselves, sometimes in the form of betrayal. Think about your own life. We all have moments where we've acted impulsively or made decisions we later regretted. It's likely that in those moments, something from your shadow self influenced your choices. Whether it was a moment of fear or the pressure of an unacknowledged need, those hidden forces were at work. But what does this mean for you and your journey toward happiness? It means that betrayal is not simply a personal attack, but a reflection of a much deeper, often unconscious struggle. When we understand this, we free ourselves from the pain of taking someone's actions personally. We open ourselves up to healing, to recognizing that sometimes people betray not out of hatred or cruelty, but because they are battling with their own shadows. Stay with me here. You deserve happiness, true, unshakable happiness, and the first step toward that is understanding that not everything is as it seems. Not every betrayal is a reflection of your worth. Sometimes it's a reflection of someone else's untended wounds. When you recognize that, you take back the power to heal, to grow, and to live a life filled with peace and joy. Projection. The hidden forces shaping our reality. Have you ever experienced the sting of betrayal and wondered why it happened? Why someone you trusted seemed to turn against you for no apparent reason? The truth is, betrayal is often not about you. It's about the person doing the betraying. One of the most powerful psychological forces at play in these moments is projection. When someone betrays you, they are often projecting their own internal fears, insecurities, or unresolved issues onto you. What does that mean? Essentially, they cannot face or accept certain parts of themselves, so they externalize them, transferring their emotional struggles onto others. If they are feeling inadequate or angry, they may view you as the source of those feelings, even if you haven't done anything to provoke them. They are not reacting to you, they are reacting to their own inner turmoil. This is where betrayal becomes dangerous. It's rooted in someone's unwillingness or inability to confront their own darkness. The betrayed person becomes an unwilling target for the negative emotions someone refuses to deal with. And it's heartbreaking, isn't it? You, as the victim, are left in a place of confusion and hurt, while the betrayer is trapped in their own cycle of projection. But here's the thing. You don't have to internalize this. When you understand that betrayal often stems from someone else's projection, you free yourself from the emotional chaos. You stop taking their actions personally and begin to understand that their betrayal is more about their inner conflicts than it is about you. This awareness is key to your own happiness and emotional freedom. You deserve relationships that are rooted in trust, understanding, and true connection. Don't let someone else's projection rob you of your peace. Recognize the signs, protect your heart, and stay focused on living a life filled with genuine love and fulfillment. The unconscious desire for power. When betrayal is a mask for control. Have you ever stopped to wonder why someone would betray you? Especially when you've shown nothing but kindness and loyalty. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking it's a personal attack. But often, betrayal is not about you. It's about the betrayer's deeper, unconscious need for control. At the core of many betrayals lies an intense, unconscious desire for power. People who feel weak, insecure, or out of control in their own lives may seek to assert dominance in unhealthy ways. When they feel vulnerable, the only way they know how to regain a sense of power is by manipulating or betraying others. It's not about you, it's about their own emotional survival. Think about it. When someone is feeling powerless in their personal or professional life, the easiest way to regain that power is by undermining others. They may betray your trust, mislead you, or sabotage you in subtle ways. These actions stem from an inner conflict, a desperation to regain control in a world that feels unpredictable or uncontrollable. Betrayal driven by this unconscious desire for power isn't about revenge or spite. It's about someone's need to bolster their ego, to feel important, to feel they have some influence over their environment. This need for control can be deeply rooted in fear, the fear of being seen as weak, insignificant, or vulnerable. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim to someone else's unconscious need for power. When you understand that betrayal often comes from a place of fear, you can begin to release the emotional grip it has on you. You become less affected by the actions of others, because you recognize that their betrayal is more about their internal battles than it is about your worth. This understanding is liberating. You can stop questioning your value and start reclaiming your own happiness, free from the destructive need for control that others may project onto you. It seems like you've mentioned the 14th keynote, but there's no prior context for what that specific point is. Could you please clarify or provide more details about the 14th keynote so I can craft a relevant response for you? I'm here to help. Collective influences, how society shapes our choices and betrayals. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were betrayed, and as much as it hurt, there was a nagging feeling that something bigger was at play? Betrayal doesn't always come from an individual's personal darkness or unresolved conflicts. Sometimes it's a result of the collective influences around us, society, groups, and even cultural expectations that shape how we think, act, and ultimately treat each other. We live in a world where external pressures often push us towards certain behaviors. From the media we consume to the groups we belong to, societal norms subtly encourage us to prioritize personal gain, status, and survival. In the face of these pressures, some people might betray others as a way of fitting in, climbing the social ladder, or securing their own success. It's not just about the individual, it's about the larger collective forces that shape their decisions. Think about how often we're encouraged to win at all costs or look out for number one. These messages are everywhere, from the workplace to social media, where success and achievement are often defined by appearances and material wealth. When these collective values take hold of an individual, it can lead them to make choices that compromise their integrity. They might betray a colleague to get ahead, or deceive a loved one to protect their reputation. It's not always personal. It's often the result of feeling like they need to betray others in order to survive or thrive in a world that prizes these values. But here's the truth. You have the power to break free from these societal pressures. You don't have to be a product of the collective unconscious that encourages selfishness and betrayal. By staying grounded in your own values, honesty, loyalty, and authenticity, you can live a life that aligns with the deeper truths that bring lasting happiness. You can choose integrity, even when the world around you suggests otherwise, and that is the key to creating a life full of peace, joy, and meaningful connections. The truth about betrayal lies not in the actions of others, but in understanding the hidden forces that drive them. Whether it's the shadow self, projection, an unconscious need for power, or the collective influences shaping behavior, betrayal is often a reflection of deep internal struggles. By recognizing these forces, you gain the power to free yourself from pain and reclaim your peace. Remember, your happiness isn't determined by others' actions, but by your ability to rise above and stay true to your authentic self. Good luck on your journey toward wisdom and happiness. Thank you for your time today.